Hello, Trailmakers. Today we will be learning all of the logic gates in Trailmakers. Okay, we will be learning all of them. They added a new one, which I'll be covering over today. Should be pretty simple. It will be easy to understand for you beginners out there of logic. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Alright, so we started off with the OR gate, which is the thing in the middle. The other ones are OR gates too, just to demonstrate. Okay, so how the OR gate works is when you put any input into it, it turns on. And when there's just no input into it, it turns off. So this is off right now. That is the output right there. Now when I put an input into it, it turns on. It puts the output on. Now, if I press the other one, it'll do the same thing. Press both at the same time, same thing. Put both off, it'll turn off. This is how the OR gate works. It just turns on when anything activates it. So pretty self-explanatory. Moving on to the NOR gates. How this works is it inverts the trigger of what you put into it. So it's always on when there's nothing in it. Then if I put an input into it, it turns it off. Put another input into it, turns it off. Put both, still leaves it off. As long as nothing's going in it, it'll leave it on. And once you put an input into it, it'll always stay off. Alright, now moving on. So now with the AND gate, this works when all of the inputs are on at once. So if I put 1, it'll only do one green arrow because it's one input. If I do another one, it'll only do one green arrow because it's another one. But if I do both at the same time, it will output 1 because both are on. Capiche? So, how this one works is a little harder than the other ones. I will say it's the hardest of the bunch, but it's pretty easy when you have an example like this. If only one input is active out of all of them, then it will turn on. But if our 2 or more inputs are in at the same time, then it will turn off. So I'll just demonstrate. If I put one input in, turns on the output. Put another one in, turns on the output. Now if I do both at the same time, it turns it off, see? Because it can only have one input going into it at once for it to turn on. So I would say it's kind of like a invert to the AND gate. There are some complications with it, but yeah, that explains the XOR gate. Alright, so that was my video about all of the logic in Trailmakers. I hope this helped you understand how to use this in your creations. I could show some examples in a different video about how you could use these in your creations. But yeah, hope this helps. See you later.